Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 53 of Direwolf20's Let's Play. Hope you guys are enjoying all this bee stuff because I want to kind of finish it up probably this episode, at least for the most part. I think the next best thing for me to do is probably start dealing with all these things. So I've got all these apiaries producing bees and producing all these cool resources and stuff, but the problem is, for the most part, that I'm not automatically collecting these resources. They're just kind of sitting in the apiaries, they're not doing anything. I've got all these excess bees that are just, hanging out in these giant chests all over the place that are really starting to take up room. So I think my best bet is to start messing around with the whole bee mechanics and moving things around and, basically just, automating this stuff. So since that's what I enjoy doing most, I'm going to start it now. So I'll be right back once I'm situated and ready to go. Alright, so here's the basic plan that I've got so far. Let's go ahead and run up here and connect a teleport pipe. I guess it doesn't like being right there like that, so let's put him up a little bit higher. I guess I have to move this thing out of the ceiling, don't I? Yeah, there's really no other way for me to do this. I mean, I'm sure there's another way, but this is probably the best way. So yeah, we'll put this guy here. And then our teleport pipe, we'll set up to frequency 4. Okay, and this will be forest. Let's just call this bees. Sure, why not? And we'll set the receiving line to true on this pipe. Okay, so this pipe can receive items through the teleport network. So when they hit teleport pipe frequency 4, they'll be allowed to come out this side of it and basically land inside this chest. Now what I'm going to do over here is going to be a little bit different. What I'm thinking is let's dig underground for a little bit or two. Just kind of figure this out. Oh yeah, I'm getting poisoned. Look at me. That's okay. I can work on poison. Let's figure out exactly how we want to do these cool pipes. I'm guessing I'll want some woodens pumping out of here. Okay, and from there, how do I want to do this exactly? Let me think it over for a second, get rid of this poison. I wonder if the charm of cleansing here can help deal with the poison that I'm getting. I guess we'll find out. So anyway, want to get these items pumped out of here, right? So the best bet for that is to pump the items out probably like this. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at that. Charm of Cleansing hooked me up right away. Good job, Charm. Alright, I think I should do something like this. Probably want insertion pipes here. Since these guys are like the same, basically, that should be fine. And how do we want to do this? Items come out this way, and since insertion pipes need to be connected with transport, I might want to move one of these over one, just to make this a little bit easier on me. So how do we got it right now? I should be able to move this guy. He's not operating at the moment. Alright, that's a little better. Should work just fine, and should ensure that, these pipes don't connect to each other when I don't want them to, which is pretty much where I want it to be. So let's try that again. Wooden pipes here and here, pumping out the back, and then an insertion pipe will go right here. Cool. And then the same thing right here. Smooth stone and an insertion pipe, like that. And then right in the middle of these two, I'm thinking what I want is another item teleport pipe, just like this. Ta-da! Okay, and what that should do is basically items will come out here and try to go into the apiary first. And the way this will work is when the queen dies off, a princess will be allowed in and a drone will be allowed in, but nothing else will be. And any excess will be sent into the item teleport pipe, which will be on frequency 4, but can receive false, meaning that you cannot receive items on this frequency, or on this side of the pipe. So basically, any items that go through frequency 4, I'm going to have multiples on frequency 4, will not be allowed to come out this side. They'll only be allowed to come out over here on the chest area. So let's give that a shot by getting our redstone engines going. We're going to need a couple of them along with redstone torch there. There we go. So just getting down underground. Right here and here should work. 1, 2 with a torch in between. Ta-da! Cool. Items are coming out. Awesome. Now this bee did finally die off, so that's good. Silky comb is coming out here. The bees are going to make their way out. So let's see what's coming out of this bee stuff. Those are all drones. So one drone should be allowed in, and then one princess will be allowed in, and the excess should go off to the side. So there's a tropical drone. And look, the other tropical drones went off into the teleport pipe, and only a princess will be allowed in here. Cool. And the same thing will happen with that one. And if we come over here and we make it fast enough, we should, no, our bee just made it over to here. So there's the tropical drone that was the excess. He landed in the analyzer and he's getting analyzed and will be sorted into the appropriate chests. So what this basically means is that now that I've got this thing set up, cool, we should be in good shape. Now what I'm thinking is I should be in a desert biome right here, won't I? Yes. So maybe I'll move my desert bee thing right over to here, and I can use the same teleport pipe, because those things are expensive, aren't they? So if I put this guy over here, along with this big old pain in the butt, where am I going to clean up now to get rid of you? Oh well, what's going on the floor for a minute? So let's try it like this. We'll move our modest bee apiary farm thingy over just a bit. So this guy can sit here, and this guy can go here. Cool. So this guy should be hot, arid, awesome. And now I'll just put my bees back in like this, the way they were a moment ago, because I want to, you know, testing and whatnot. So that's all good. I'm probably going to, well, that's all right the way it is, right? How do I want this to work? One sec. All right, this should work pretty well. I just need to move everything and get it out over on this side. So I'm just consolidating here, trying to keep things nice and tidy. Alright, so if I rewire this stuff so that the stones and the insertions are like this, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then the teleport in the middle. Come on, you can make it. There we go. Frequency 4 can receive false. Made it, just as that item came through. So what that should do then is pump items out that way. And then we'll do a similar little thing here with a wooden and a redstone engine, of course. So this guy like that. This guy here. See how that'll work? So now we should be all using the same pipe, right? Frequency 4. And this will do the same thing as the other two. Once I place a redstone torch here, he'll start pumping out his items and be good to go. Cool. So why don't I cover this floor with some sand a little bit, make it look a little tidier, pick my wood back up. Good. Yeah, you can go in there for now. Just want to make sure if I'm in a jungle biome, I'm going to put sand, or not sand, but you know what I mean. Desert is here, and then this guy is also a jungle. Cool. And this part is jungle, so I want dirt there. All right, that should look pretty good, I think. So our apiary here, once I place the items back into it that were in there, we'll see the bees start to get pumped out, and then, you know, appropriately re-managed and whatnot. Cool. And then I want to do a pretty similar build to what I have here so far, back over in my other room. So this is where I've got my jungles, tropical queens, processing and doing their stuff, as well as the, you know, modest princesses and everything. Let's try and get the bees going here. There they go. Come on. Redstone engines are slow before they power up too much. I'll just get all the bees out of there so at least the modest start producing more stuff. And we should see one drone go in, and then the next drone won't go in. It'll go into the teleport pipe. Courtesy of the advanced insertion pipe, definitely one of the most useful pipes that there are. Perfect. And then Modest Princess goes in. Cool. Automated these guys. Let's move on to the next one. Unfortunately, I'm going to need another teleport pipe, and since I'm out of them, I'm going to have to go craft up some diamond gears. Let's see, how am I doing for diamonds, by the way? I can do it over here. I don't have to do it over there. Diamonds, diamonds, diamonds. 19? Yeah, I can spare 8 of them. So I'm going to need 2 of you. And remember, I never taught my crafting system the diamond gears because I didn't want to use 4 diamonds to teach it. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, as you guys remember, teleport pipes are crafted like so. Ta-da! Item teleport pipes. Perfect. Another set of 8. You know, expensive, but definitely worthwhile. And I made sure that I have 5 redstone engines on me. It looks like it's getting dark, so I'm going to sleep through the night here, and then head back over to the other location with my apiaries and stuff, and start automating those as well. This guy. Alright, so let's think about exactly how I might want to automate this stuff. These guys are all currently doing their normal thing. So, how do we want this to work? I might want to split these guys up a little further apart. They're a little close to each other right now for automating. So, give me a minute. I'm going to think it through, and then I'll be right back. Alright, thought it through for a minute and decide we're going underground for this one. Yep, that's probably the best approach. It'll keep all the piping and stuff underground, and it'll make it easier for me to navigate when I'm walking around up here in this room, which I probably won't have to do too much, especially once it's automated, but I will want to do a little bit of walking around in here, because I'm going to want to be doing some manual bee breeding. So all this bee breeding that I'm doing right now is mostly for, maintaining the existing bees and whatnot, and just kind of farming materials. So let's get them going like this. I'm thinking wooden transport pipes, insertion pipes, and stone transport pipes are going to be a pretty important part of this build. So we'll go kind of down here like this, and then insertion here. Okay, and the same thing on this guy. Probably on the other side though. Yeah. A little bit close. So do I want this thing like sticking out here so that when I pop through I land on top of a pipe? I guess that's my only option, right? Probably. Yeah. One sec. Alright, after thinking it through a little bit, I decided that probably the best approach here is to put this guy here and this guy here. And we're going to loop this down to the bottom because I do want the teleport pipe to be in the middle here. And I'm just going to have to move that chest in a little bit, which won't be a problem for me. So that'll all go like that. And then these guys, I've got the wooden ones on already. Let's just get the stone and the insertion. Perfect. So now everything should get pumped out and directly in. And anything that can't go in is going to wind up right in the middle here inside this teleport pipe, which will go right here. And this guy, again, will be frequency 4. Okay, receiving false. So that way, the only items that'll, whenever items go through frequency 4, they're still only going to go towards that one spot. Okay, now for this guy, we're going to want to make sure that everything goes the right direction. So we're going to want an iron pipe here and a stone transport to here. And with our wrench, we'll give it a good whack with that to get it so that the clear direction is this way. So that items come through, they try and go into their apiary, and they fail, and they come out and go this direction and hit the item teleport pipe. This guy doesn't need an iron pipe, but once I place another apiary here, which I'm sure will eventually happen, it will. Okay? Cool. So let's get some dirt to cover up this ground, and I think we're ready to give this thing a whirl. I only need to move that one chest, which let me do off camera right now real quick. We don't even need it anymore, to be honest with you guys, because I'm going to be analyzing all these bees and, doing some stuff with them. So maybe a good approach to this would be something like this. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to get this thing out of here. There we go, bees taken care of. Just moved all the ones that were in this chest out and just cut that one off. I'm going to get rid of all these chests in a bit. I want to run them through the analyzer and, see what we get. So that looks good. All right, let's start getting the engines going. So just place the engines all along the sides here, and I'm thinking right underground is where I'll have the redstone torch, or maybe above ground. Yeah, why not? So that's fine. Okay. No, changed my mind again. Underground is where it goes. There we go. Should start pumping out. Same for here. And if we watch these items, they all should do what we expect them to do. So items should make their way. Come on. I have to do something about this portal. I might even expand this room to make it a little bigger, because it's getting to be a little cramped in here, don't you think? Totally. Alright, so all items should make their way to the item teleport pipe. And then they should come through the other side, up here, and start coming down up through the top there. Let's see if that's the case. Hey, yeah, look at that. Perfect. And I think those are just regular old honeycombs coming through. Perfect. And I'll just get the other redstone engines going here, and I'll be right back. All right, look at that. Everything's automated and running again. Awesome. We should clear out all our honeycombs and stuff manually for now, just to give it a jump start so all our bees can start getting placed in there and producing. And there's one minor problem I have to figure out. I haven't decided what to do with it yet. It's this sugar right here. My Valiant bees, Valiant drone, are producing sugar for me. And that sugar is going to be counted as an item and sent through to be processed by the centrifuge. And that's going to be a little bit of a problem because sugar's not going to go in a centrifuge. So watch what happens over here. I'm sure it's going to be dealt with pretty quickly. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to take a while because all my centrifuges are backed up. But basically just, know that sugar is not going to be able to be processed in the, system here by the centrifuge. So I have to figure out what I'm going to do with sugar. For now, I'm just going to manually put it in here and probably have to have a diamond pipe somewhere along this line. And that's not going to fit anywhere for sugar. So I might need to put it in this room. I could have something like, instead of this being a stone pipe, I could have it be diamond. That might be a good idea. And just clear out this chest. That might be a really good idea. Why don't I do that real quick? Alright, one more thing I think I'd like to do here, not in this room, is to pop downstairs and add one more biogas engine. Right here would be a good spot for it, I think, right? Sure. Right there with, I'm going to need a pipe up top. I think I have one of those in my bag. Hey, good, I do. Going to need a few golden conductives while I'm at it anyway. There we go. Reorient it upwards. And I brought along with me, I'm so proud I remembered something. Get this out of the way. My liquid supplier pipe. Cool. And we'll wrench this guy up and tell it, keep about 3 of those guys stocked, please. Good. And we'll get a one lava can in there. So now we should auto see a supplier sending its thing along. And I'm going to need to grab at least one red alloy wire. Cool. And I'll clean up my inventory of all this other junk that I have laying about. That looks good. Nice and tidy. Cool. So the biomass got in there. These guys are keeping their supply levels as expected. Let's pop through the wall and just hook up this line right here. And then we can get out of here. Thanks to the portable hole, which I still love. And clean up the floor. Alright, heat level just reached the max, and now we're producing a little bit more energy. I don't know if my machines up above can handle more energy than they're getting, but my centrifuges, yeah, they look like they're running a little faster now. I think that's better. Yeah, the centrifuge, yeah, I don't know if it, just absorbs as much energy as it possibly can. Some forestry machines do that. No biggie. I do need some more honey, so let's get some of that stuff. Alright, should be over here now. Yeah, I'll get used to the new layout of my room, I'm sure. Just get a few honey drops in there. No, not on that side. What am I doing wrong here? Oh, right, that's the analyzer. I know what I'm doing, honest. Maybe get a couple extra stacks of honey drops. And if I'm right about this, the way this should work is that the squeezer, once it, fills up this inventory of honey, it'll, fill up this little internal buffer and then not use any more honey drops until it needs to. So that should work out pretty well. And what I'm going to do for the next few minutes off camera is clean up this backlog of drones that I have all scattered around this room. I'll just bring them straight over here and manually move them from one spot to the other. It's not worth the effort of, putting the drones into, setting up an automated system, because I'm just emptying these out as a one-time thing. So I'll be back once that's done. And then as those are getting analyzed, I'm going to take some of my non-purebred bees and dispose of them, because I don't really need these guys. I have plenty of bees. And like I said, keeping purebreds around for crossbreeding is probably the best bet. So any bees that I place in this chest next to me here are going to be destroyed. Basically, deleted from the world. See you later, bees. Alright guys, I think I'm going to decide to set up my sugar chest right now real quick. It should be pretty easy now that I've cleared out some room in this place. So just grabbing myself a few things, just a stone transport and a diamond transport pipes. I'm not sure if I've actually used diamond transport pipes much in this season yet, so now's a good time to explain to you guys how they work. Very much like the apiaries pipe, which ironically I've used before I used the diamond transport pipe. We just have to tell it what direction certain items need to go in. So what's going to happen is items are going to come through this little intersection pipe here, and it has several color outputs. It's got the white going up, the yellow going off towards this chest, and the blue going in the direction of the teleport system. And the way the diamond pipe works is that you just open up the interface and, just like I did, place an item in the filter slot. And that way, whenever an item comes through this pipe, if it matches the item in one of the filter slots, it'll go in that direction. Now, right now, there's only one other direction for it to go in, blue. It won't go back up white because that's the opposite direction it's traveling in. So what's going to happen is if an item comes in here and it's not sugar, it's going to automatically go down the blue path. It'll never go back up the white one. If it was coming from the blue direction, it would probably head up to white. But that's not going to be the case because our item teleport pipe here is set to receive false. So now to test this, all I have to do is put a piece of sugar in here. And it's automatically going to get pumped out and sent down the yellow path. And all sugar now will get automatically stored in this chest. I might need to move this in the future if I do wind up placing another apiary right here, for example. But for now, I think we're in good shape. I might want to expand this room a little bit too. So why don't I consider doing that, and then I'll be back. So yeah, like I said, might want to expand this room a little bit. I made sure to grab my wand of reversal here. I'm going to try and get back all the cool stuff that's hooked up here. Looks like I got 2 out of the 3. Oh well, not a big deal. I'll pick up the arcane seal and go get myself what's probably going to have to be another magic essence. Probably back in my Thaumcraft room. So I'll be back in a few once I get that. But I'm going to expand this room up a little bit. Probably just push the wall back some. So why don't I make sure I've got my axe. There we go. And just start carving up the wall. Like I said, I'll be back once I've expanded this room. You guys don't need to watch me build this room out more. No, probably not. Alright, let's see if I remember how I did this, right? Magic, air, earth? Yes? Hey, yeah, that's right. Cool. Beekeeper's Network. Up and running. Awesome. Sweet. Yeah, we're probably going to want to move these guys a little bit. Not a big deal. Just tidy this room up a little. Wanted to make it a little not so cramped feeling. That ought to be good. Sweet. So still have some chests and some bees to clean up, but I think we're in good shape for now. I'm pretty happy with the way this room turned out. And like I said, I'm probably going to have another area dedicated to crossbreeding. So, because I've got a bunch of apiaries now and stuff, so I want to start working on crossbreeding. Alright, next thing to do is grab myself a pair of apiaries. As you can see, I've got 2 here. These guys are going to be the ones I use for trying to crossbreed. So, let's pop into here and place them probably like right along the corner here and here. Hopefully I'm in what's going to be a, that's jungle, huh? No, I need this to be in river. So let's move this guy right over to here. Okay, so not automated, of course, because we want to be crossbreeding in this apiary. So these guys are both in normal biomes. What I want to do is grab from my chests. I happen to find, for whatever reason, and I don't know exactly how this happened, but landed in here was a cultivated princess and a noble princess. No idea where they came from. Not a clue. Couldn't tell you how that happened. But I'm going to get a diligent drone, and I'm going to get a cultivated drone. So let's go breed these guys together. I don't think it's possible to get 2 princesses from my forestry stuff, but what I'm guessing this might have occurred when I upgraded forestry to the latest version. Maybe some kind of weird bug happened with the apiaries. I was testing Versengir, so that might have been what happened. But I'm going to call it a happy coincidence and breed together the cultivated and diligent drones here. And these guys, I'm going to breed together my noble princess with my cultivated drone. So hopefully what I'll start getting is a queen here and a queen between here that I can work up the industrious branch and the noble branch separately. There's usually about 3 bees in a branch, so noble is the first of the noble breed, and beyond that goes majestic and imperial. And diligent is the first of the industrious breed, and above that is unwary and industrious. So I'm going to work my way up to those bees, and since I don't like to do too much manual bee breeding on camera, I'll probably be working on that off camera, and then, pop in now and then in future episodes to let you know when I've managed to successfully breed them. Cool? Cool. Alright, next up, I want to craft myself another one of those cool machines called the Carpenter. You guys remember those things, right? Yep, we're going to need... did I miscount what I need here? How'd that happen? Oh, nope, it's on the ground. Requested it, did not get it. Oh well. Yeah, Carpenter, that's what I want. Where do I want to stick this guy? He's going to be doing a little bit of work for me. I don't know if I want him like right here, right above where my requester pipe is sticking out, but... maybe in the corner here would be a good spot. Yeah, that might be cool. I know I have a bunch of pipes flowing right under here too, so that might be a bad spot on second thought. Yeah, it might be. I could just put it right here. That would be good. Carpenter, you go there, buddy. And then, of course, I'm going to need to get some stuff to hook them up to power, because carpenters need power to work. Let's see. Where is my golden conductives? So we'll just run some like so. That should be good. Cool. And I probably should have some kind of on-off switch to prevent the power from flowing to that thing, but I'm not going to worry about it too much right now. I'll probably fix that off camera or something and just come back and show you guys. You've seen me do power switch pipes enough. Yeah, definitely. Cool. Looks like there's some zombies creeping around outside out there too, so I should probably go sleep through the night. Yeah, I'm going to do that and be right back, and then I'm going to start working on this carpenter piece. Alright, carpenter, how to fill it with water. Well, of course, I could just set up one of those infinite water sources, but we kind of already have a machine that gets us water, don't we? And we have a way to supply it as well. Double, don't we? Yeah, we do. So if I were to head down here, and probably not wanted to do what I just did, but oh well, I'll deal with it in a minute. For now, we'll do this to get things back up and running. There we go. Everybody's happy again. I need to run, probably, if I grab my crafting logistics pipe here, or not crafting logistics pipe, I need a basic logistics pipe. That's what I want. Yeah, I know what I was doing. And I grabbed myself a couple pieces of iron to get some buckets. And this guy goes here, and I could have sworn I requested something that I don't have on my character right now. Let's see if it came in after the fact. Yeah, it did. I didn't wait long enough. There we go. So I already taught my logistics crafting system how to make water capsules, and I have a liquid supplier pipe, and I also have some smooth stone pipes somewhere. There we go, stone transport pipes. Perfect. So let's go hook these guys up, and then I don't have to do like one of those infinite water source things on the back of this guy. What I can do simply is run some, basic pipes here and hook it up. So let's see. Should figure out a nice and smooth way to operate this thing. I'm not going to be able to run it past this red wiring here. So let's do it like so. I want it to be up there-ish. What's the best way to do that, do you think? Good question. Let's do it out here. I got an idea. I'm going to move this guy and put him right down here. There we go. And then I should be able to run straight up here. See that? So all I need to do is run some of this stuff like so. Straight up here. And looks like this is... yeah, that's going to be a problem for me. I should use cobblestone here because that stuff up there is smooth stone. So if I use cobblestone, it won't connect. So where is the cobblestone? There we go. It should connect... oh boy. Well, it's going to mean, yeah, doing this. Now we're cool. So if I just run this straight up like this, see how it's not connecting to the smooth stone? Yeah, exactly what I want to see happen. Right up to here. That's going to be a problem. That thing being there like that. Give me 1 minute. I might have to bump this out a little. Alright, this should work. Let's give it a test real quick though, as soon as these items travel through. Just going to knock this off real fast. Come on, get through there. There we go. Cool. So the iron pipe will force everything to go that way. And this guy should be smart enough to connect to this inventory and know that it's an inventory there and never send anything into the iron pipe. I think that's going to work that way. So let's say keep 3 water capsules worth of liquid stocked in this machine. And that should be cool. Let's see if it works. So carpenter there, come on, work for me. I hope that does what I hope it does. It might need to go on the top or bottom as a matter of fact, but we'll find out. It should request at some point here. There it goes. Hey, sweet, it went in. Perfect. Cool. So everything worked the way I wanted it to. And all my items will continue moving through the right path and everything, so that's good. I'll cover up the wall again. Hooray! How nice is that? So now I've got a carpenter, it's got power, and it's ready to do some work. What I'm going to do is grab, and look, there's a little thumb crab slime bouncing around out there. I want to grab some of this silky propolis stuff. This is the stuff that I get out of my jungle bees. It's a very nice little material. All I got to do is throw it in my centrifuge, though. Hooray! And the centrifuge is going to either turn it into propolis or that little white stuff, which is called a silken wisp. It's a pretty neat material, silk wisp. Yep. And it's used for a bunch of cool things. I'm going to let this whole silky propolis line, get centrifuged up, and then I'll be back to collect all my silk wisps. And because I'm getting terribly impatient for things, I decided to go ahead and finally craft some golden transport pipes. I think it's been a while since I've actually used these guys, so why not? Let's do it. Probably here is the best spot to use it in. But got so many items traveling through the line at the moment, so I'm going to give it a minute to slow down. But it's a pretty simple process to set up. All I got to do is replace this junction right here with a golden pipe. Nice and easy. I'll wait for all the items to go through it. Almost there. And you need a redstone signal. But now items travel quickly through there. Cool. I might even want to put, a golden one here as well. It wouldn't hurt. But, yeah, maybe. We'll see. Since I have them on me, right? Should have another redstone torch available. There we go, just dropped one item. No biggie. Cool. Now items will zip through the line just a little faster. It's a little bit more fun that way. So let's go get that silky propolis stuff. It should have landed down here. Hey, look, there it is. Silk wisps. Awesome. And these guys can be used for all kinds of awesomeness, but the main function is the following item. If we combine our silk wisps like that, we get an item called woven silk. Now we need a little bit more resources to do this, it's saying. All we have to do to get it to run is do that. Ta-da! And I get woven silk. Cool. More woven silk. Now this stuff is awesome. There's a lot of different cool things you can do with woven silk. I'm going to get myself another stack of that silky propolis stuff. As you can see, you don't get a 1-for-1. It's only random chance that you'll get the silk wisps. So we're going to need a lot of them. So I'll be back in a few once I've collected it. Maybe sleep through the night and maybe do 1 or 2 other things that I might want to do. One thing I would like to do real quick is just down here hook up, instead of a power pipe here, I'm going to hook up a power switch pipe. And put an AND gate on there, just because I happen to have an iron AND gate. And I'll say on the condition that the above system has work, and of course I passed it, has work. There we go. Redstone signal. Or you know what? Hold on. Switch on pipe. There we go. The new version of additional pipes. Yeah. additional buildcraft objects, added the conditional stuff on the power switch pipe. So switch on pipe is now an option. So when this machine has work to do, it's going to automatically switch on the pipe, allowing power to flow through, which means we're probably not going to be wasting power now, which is probably awesome and very good. So we got some silken wisps here, you can see. So once I put the wisps in, you'll note that the pipe allows power through and then cuts the power off again when it no longer has work to do. How cool is that? I love it. And I want to see if there's any opportunity for me to do a similar function along these guys. I don't really know, to be honest with you. I'll probably have to just change the way things are wired, but that shouldn't be too big of a deal. Because I don't want to be wasting energy. Basically what happens is energy will flow through a pipe, whether it needs the energy or not. That's the way Buildcraft kind of works. For some machines, not all necessarily. So if I go ahead and open this guy up, we'll do the same thing. Oh, because we're touching an engine there? Okay, I got you. I guess there's no thing yet for this machine, maybe? Let's see if I'm not touching an engine, if there's a conditional for has work. And if there isn't, I'll have to bug Sengir about that. Yep, no has work conditional on this machine, the analyzer. So, cool. I'll mention that to Sengir. Probably a bug. Okay, but I'm not opposed to replacing these machines right here. All I gotta do is knock this guy off, and this guy off. Break these, and run some regular power lines through here. Okay? And then I should be able to connect this, this, and this, right? And then do the same thing. On this conditional, has work, should work. And switch on pipe. Okay, so whenever this thing has work to do in the squeezer, it'll switch on the pipe. And I'm going to do the same for these two. Again, this is just to save on wasting energy, because we'll probably otherwise would have been sending energy into machines that didn't need it, and then the machines that do need energy would be running slower. Cool, has work, power on pipe. So that guy did have work to do. See, centrifuge is running a little bit quicker now, I think. Maybe it's just my imagination. But again, it'll help out in the long run. I can't believe it, but my very first lucky chance here, I got an unwary drone. How cool is that? And I also got a majestic princess. Sweet. So I'm going to go analyze these drones here. I should just analyze them with my handheld analyzer, which unfortunately I actually don't have anymore because I used it in my process, didn't I? So let's head down this path here and just analyze the majestic princess that I got. I'm going to pick it up real quick, hopefully before it gets pumped out of the machine. So I'm curious to see if it's like a, it's probably like a half-breed. It's got to be, right? I would think. There we go. Yep, majestic noble hybrid. Interested. I want to also analyze that drone that I just put in the wrong slot there. That's right, I'll find him. He should probably land over here somewhere. And this cultivated, I want to see if it's majestic in any way. Nope, it's a noble, so I don't want him. I'm not worried about you. Go away. Did that other bee show up? Yeah, that's the cultivated that's unknown. Cool. And the unwary is another good one. So I'm kind of surprised. I got a little bit lucky with the majestic there. And the unwary, as a matter of fact. First try, both times. Sweet. It's another cultivated noble. Oh well. I guess we'll see what happens. And this was a cultivated princess. I'm interested to see if it's cultivated unwary and what this guy's about too. He might be unwary cultivated or maybe purebred unwary. I don't know. We'll see. Cultivated diligent. Okay, cool. Oh, I guess I can't replace them. So I'll go get that bee and get him back to breeding and see if I can't get a purebred or something and then keep upgrading him. Well, guys, feels like I went a little long on this video, but that's okay. I got everything accomplished that I wanted to, so I'm pretty happy with that. Looks like we're in pretty good shape for this whole setup. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this and how it all came out. So this is Direwolf20 signing off on episode 53 of Direwolf20's Let's Play. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and next episode, I think I should get back to that Mistcraft Nexus. I kind of neglected it for the past episode or two, but since I had spent so many working on it, I wanted to, do some other things, try and keep things spread out. But yeah, need to get back to my Nexus, dun 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 dun, and figure out exactly what I want to do down here. I'm thinking I definitely want to have some kind of concept for switching books around, and of course, before I can switch books around, I'm going to need a few more books that I want to start building in. So some more ages to create and some more things to build, but we'll save that for next episode. So hope you guys, like I said, are enjoying it, and take it easy, everyone.